Cooks Illustrated put out this post on Instagram that said, you know, the most important ingredient in a sandwich is air. Although I know my friend Ethan Klabowski just put out a video saying that the most important ingredient in a sandwich is no air. How's it going, everyone? We're gonna make a couple sandwiches here today in the pizza oven. So these are the sort of folded style sandwiches. We're gonna make some pizza dough, fold it in half, bake it, and then open it up and stuff it. You know, so I'm a partner at this bakery in San Mateo and Burlingame down in the Bay Area, and we just put this sandwich on the menu that is it's made on their ciabatta bread, but it's basically a mortadella sandwich with arugula pistachio pesto and ricotta. And so I'm going to make a similar version, same filling, same basic fillings, but on a different style of bread. So I'm starting with 75 grams of roasted pistachio nuts. I'm going to pulse them just until they're sort of roughly chopped in there. Okay. We're going to take out some of those and we're going to use them for garnish later. So just a little bit of it out. Leave the rest in there. And then we're going to add the rest of our pesto ingredients. So it's going to be 25 grams of Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese, 25 grams of arugula, and this is 50 grams of extra virgin olive oil. So we're just going to grind that up until it forms a sort of smooth, almost like a pistachio butter texture is what we're looking for here. Chunky pistachio butter. Give it a couple scrapes down. All right, and that's about it. I'm just gonna scrape this back into its original bowl here, into the olive oil bowl here. So this stuff, it's a delicious sandwich spread. You know, it's got the nuttiness from the pistachios. It's a little bit bitter, a little bit spicy, a little bit hot from that arugula, and then obviously salty and umami from the cheese. A little bit of bitterness and heat from the olive oil as well. I tasted it. You don't even need to add any extra salt to this because the salt, the Parmesan is plenty salty. All right, so we got our sandwich ingredients. I'm gonna do my pizza dough now. So you can use store-bought dough. This is dough, Neapolitan pizza dough that I made yesterday. It's a no-knead dough. I made the dough yesterday, stretched it out into a ball, formed it into a ball this morning, and now we're just gonna roll this out. With this type of sandwich, you don't even need to worry about shaping it the way you would like a Neapolitan pizza. We're just gonna use a rolling pin and roll it right out. Much easier than shaping by hand. We want to get this into approximate sort of 12-inch circles. So this is a 250 gram ball of dough, which is about half a pound. So what you can do is you can buy those 1 pound balls of dough from the supermarket, split them in half, form them into 2 smaller balls, let those balls rest for a couple of hours so that they're nice and easy to work with. And then you're ready to go right from this step. That pesto, by the way, that's enough to make 2 of these sandwiches at least. All right, so we're getting to a sort of rough circular shape here. Then I'm gonna give it a drizzle of olive oil. Nice, healthy drizzle. This is more than just about flavor. What's gonna happen is we're gonna fold this dough in half, okay, like this. Give it a little bit of a rub so that olive oil coats in between, okay? And that's gonna keep those 2 layers from sticking together when we bake it. Let's get this guy onto our peel here. And it's gonna go straight into an oven. So this is the Unicoda 2 Pro. It's an 18-inch pizza oven. I have it fired up to 930 degrees right now, which is real hot. You don't have to be quite at 900 degrees, but this won't work in a sort of regular home oven. This is one of those recipes where you really do need the oven spring and the textural contrast that you're gonna get from a really hot oven here. So this is gonna bake in probably about 90 seconds or so. You should immediately start to see it puffing and bubbling as the gases inside start to expand. Just We give it a few turns as it goes so we get a nice even cook on it. Look at that expansion, huh? What we're looking for here is dough that's really nice and puffy, leopard spotted, a little bit golden brown in spots, but still sort of like a really nice contrast between the darkest parts and the lightest parts. You can see it's sort of starting to spit some steam out there. That's a good sign. Almost there. We've been at about, I think we're up to about 90 seconds now, so maybe this will end up going about 2 minutes. Just a touch longer. Alrighty. Now at this stage, I'm just going to open it up and we're going to start stuffing it, starting with some of our pistachio pesto. I've got this Bellwether Farms sheep's milk ricotta. I'm going to get that in there as well. You could also use something like a fresh mozzarella or a stracciatella. Any sort of nice, creamy, milky cheese. Okay. I'm going to do some fresh arugula. A little bit of lemon. A little drizzle of olive oil. Some salt, some pepper, and some of those crushed. Now, the classic pairing on this type of sandwich would be mortadella. I'm going to use the American version of mortadella, which is bologna that we got thinly sliced at the deli counter this morning. There's been a lot of discussion online right now about, I think Cooks Illustrated put out this post on Instagram that said, the most important ingredient in a sandwich is air, which is funny because, like, I don't know, there's something in the air, I guess, because I had just said that in a video and someone else had said the same thing to me like a couple weeks before that. But in any case, I agree that in a sandwich like this, at least, the most important ingredient is air. Although I know my friend Ethan Klobowski just put out a video saying that the most important ingredient in a sandwich is no air. But I think, it depends on the type of sandwich. If you're doing like a real dense Italian sub where all the things are layered, like a hoagie, no air. But a sandwich like this, air. So I'm folding up the bologna slices so you get that nice air pocket in there. It helps the flavor come out a little bit more. And we're just going to close it up. And that's lunch for two, at least, I think. How's that look? Lena, do you want some? Come on out. Can we see the inside of this? Alrighty.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I love the air.
Mm-hmm. I like the parts that are air and the parts that are not air.
Oh my god. It's like non-dualism.
Mm-hmm. Mm. The creamy ricotta, a little bit of crunch from the outside of the bread, crunch from the nuts. It's a delightful medley of textures and flavors. All right, so bologna sandwiches with pistachio pesto. We made a pistachio pesto, which is roasted pistachios, arugula, olive oil, Parmesan cheese. Then we took some pizza dough that we rolled out thin, brushed with olive oil, folded in half, baked in the pizza oven, opened it up, and then we stuffed it with that pesto, some sheep's milk ricotta cheese, some fresh arugula dressed with lemon and olive oil, a little pinch of salt, some more crushed pistachios, and thinly sliced bologna. And that is lunch. And that's an airplane. All right, guys, gals, non-binary pals, see you later. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. You can find the full article and recipe along with bonus content and my newsletter for free on my Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos like this, or my alternate channel, Kenji Lopez Main, for my dining content. And follow me on Instagram at Kenji Lopez-Alt for daily updates. You can also get signed and personalized copies of any of my books. That's The Food Lab, The Walk, or my children's book, Every Night is Pizza Night, shipped from Booklarder here in Seattle. Find the links to all of this, as well as all of the tools I used in today's video in the description below. Thanks.